We're back. Week 11 fantasy running backs, tight end rankings with the bonus content. Fantasy Pros Insiders, True Fan Sports. Here we go. I'm the Warden. He's the Guru. Let's get it going, Guru.
All right, man. Let's start us off. We'll go with the running backs. We'll start off with the old usual, Christian McCaffrey. Didn't find his way into the touchdown, but still is a beast fantasy-wise this past week. If he would have got one or two of them touchdowns, he'd had a 50-point game. He is back. Number 2, Dalvin Cook of the Vikings against the Packers. Number 3 will stay in that game. A.J. Dillon, that's the man I told you all about a few weeks ago.
Let him know.
If you had him, if you got him, pick him up. If you had Jones, that's your handcuff. He's the man to have. And limited play yesterday, I think he put up this past weekend. I think he put up close to 30 fantasy points.
Yeah.
In relief of Jones, and he's going to be a monster for the next few weeks. You can book it. Number 4, Najee Harris of the Steelers against the Chargers. Number 5, Jonathan Taylor. Just keeps doing it week in and week out, man. He's in the elite company. He's there to stay. Number 6, Alvin Kamara of the Saints against the Eagles. Keep your eyes on that one. He should be back. They said 100% healthy, but you never know. Number 7, Ezekiel Elliott of the Cowboys taking on the Chiefs. Everybody beats up on the Chiefs running game, so he should have a big game. Number 8, Saquon Barkley. He's 100% healthy. There's no longer any issue with the knee because he had another month rested after injuring that ankle. And they say he looked explosive in practice, and he's good to go this weekend. Number 9, Austin Eckler of the Chargers against the Steelers. Number 10, Joe Mixon of the Bengals and the Raiders. We'll go a little further here. Number 11, Nick Chubb of the Browns. And he's questionable now, may not clear protocol in time for this game. If that's the case, then you move to Ernest Johnson right up there in the top 11, probably move into the top 7 or 8 if you want. Number 12, DeAndre Swift of the Lions taking on the Browns. 13, James Conner of the Cards taking on the Seahawks. Number 14, David Montgomery of the Bears taking on the Ravens. He should have a nice fantasy matchup there. And number 15, there's also an asterisk with him now. Come to find out he had a procedure done to his hand. Elijah Mitchell of the 49ers against the Jags. He had a pin inserted in his hand, and they still think he's probable to play. I don't know how they come up with that. I mean, he's not throwing the ball. He just has to run it and hold on to it. But, he will be a definite nice start for the Jaguars if he's a go on Sunday.
Okay. Keeping it going. 16, Josh Jacobs out of my Raiders of Las Vegas. 17, Damien Harris out of New England. 18, James Robinson out of the Jags. 19, Michael Carter, New York Jets. Number 20, Antonio Gibson out of the football team of Washington. Number 21, he's looking like he's going to be bouncing back this week. That's Clyde Edwards-Helaire out of Kansas City. So hold on to the Real Williams if you have him. You know what I mean? Just hold on to him just to make sure that Clyde is back. Number 22, Myles Gaskin out of Miami. 22, Darrell Williams out of Kansas City. 24, Mark Ingram out of New Orleans. 25, Buffalo Bills, Devin Singletary. 26, Tony Pollard out of Dallas. 27, AP out of the Tennessee Titans. Hopefully at home against the Texans. So, hopefully AP he can out-touch those other backs out there and get a couple of tutties out there as well. 28, Chris Carson of Seattle, followed by 29, Dearness Johnson. Keep an eye on him in case Nick Chubb isn't able to play. Go ahead and bump Dearness Johnson up your rankings. And coming in to round out the top 30 of running backs, that's Mike Davis out of Atlanta due to my guy Cordaro Patterson, who may not play. Keep an eye on this, a game time decision. I know I'll be glued to the tube, to all the apps all the other sources just to see if Cordell's going to be playing. Because if he's not, you probably want to go ahead and insert Mike Davis on a Thursday night game at home against the Patriots. So keep an eye on that one there. So that rounds up your top 30 picks of running backs. We're going to go right to the tight ends. Number one, of course, Travis Kelce out of Kansas City. He's back. He never went anywhere, but he's still number one ranking. Number two, Darren Waller out of the Raiders. Number three, Mark Andrews out of Baltimore. Number four, George Kittle. He's looking like the old Kittle of before. Jimmy Garoppolo's finding him a little bit more now. San Fran. Number five, Kyle Pitts out of Atlanta. Six, Dawson Knox out of Buffalo. Besides Stephon Diggs, he's another favorite target for Josh Allen. Number seven, Dalton Schultz out of Dallas. Number eight, Mike Gesicki out of the Dolphins. Tua is back under the center, so look for Tua and Mike Gesicki to hook up quite often. Number nine, Dallas Goedert out of Philly. And rounding out your top 10 of tight end rankings, Hunter Henry out of New England Patriots.
All right, keep rolling along here. We're going to go number 11 is Zach Ertz of the Cards and the Seahawks. Number 12, Pat Freiermuth for the Steelers. Number 13, DJ Hockinson. He's sliding down pretty bad. That's just indicative of that whole Lions catastrophe out there. They're playing the Browns, which doesn't get any easier. Number 14, Dan Arnold of the Jags. Number 15, Cole Kmet of the Bears against the Ravens. Look for him to get in the end zone once. Number 16, CJ Uzomah of the Bengals are taking on your Raiders. Number 17, Cole Pruitt of the Titans taking on the Texans. Number 18, David Njoku of the Browns. They take on the Lions. Number 19, Evan Ingram of the Giants taking on the Bucks. And rounding out the top 20 is Tyler Conklin of the Vikings taking on the Packers. I believe he's been in the end zone 2 weeks in a row.
Yeah.
Real quick note on your tight ends, Mike Gesicki, I believe. Dallas Goedert. He's still wrestling. He's in the concussion protocol. He may not play this week. And Mike Gesicki, I think maybe he got injured last week, but no, played the whole game, had 8 targets, didn't stat a thing, not one catch, not 1 yard. He put up a goose egg.
Yeah, he did.
That will change this week. They're taking on the Jets, and he will get right. That's a guarantee. Just want to talk briefly about a few running backs. Have some things to touch base on. Again, just touching base on A.J. Dillon, man. For some reason, he's owned in 90% of leagues, so there's still 10% of leagues out there that still have left him on the waiver wire. I don't know how that's possible. But if he's out in your league, man, scoop him up. He's a must start this week and probably next week for sure. James Conner is going to be a must start for the next couple of weeks as well. He's still starting there for the Cards. Nick Chubb, I mentioned him. He's probably hurt for this week again. They say he may not play. And then Mark Ingram, he had a real nice game in relief of Alvin Kamara this last week. Kamara's back at practice, but they haven't guaranteed that he's going to play this week, so he could be bumped up quite a bit as well into the rankings. And we didn't rank Cordaro Patterson in our receiver or running back ranks this week, which seems almost like our rankings are naked without the guy. He has been such a dynamite player, and he's injured, and he's doubtful. So they don't think he's going to be able to make it. They have a Thursday game, so it's early. So if you're in trouble, and I hate to recommend this player, Mike Davis is out there in the majority of leagues. He may be able to help you. They're playing the Patriots, who's a middle of the road defense. They're not anything special. So
Yeah.
he could put up some numbers there. He might be a flex player for you to at least put a Band-Aid. Hopefully, it's just a week that Patterson's out because a lot of owners have come to really depend on him because he came out of nowhere. I mean,
Yeah.
a lot of times he was picked up after the draft. He wasn't even draft considered, and
Exactly.
he's been a top 5 receiver and running back both because of what he does. He's so electric
Yeah.
offensively. He just got the moves, man. He
Yeah, he
reminds me of
does.
Joshua Cribbs back in the day or Dante Hall, but they're using him, enough to make him worthwhile. I
Yeah, I
mean,
know.
I
I
would love to
know.
have seen. I would love to have seen Dante Hall use it a little bit more in the offense back in the day. Dante was slick, Jack.
Yeah, he
He was
was. Yeah, he was.
something else.
Well,
Uh,
I'm hoping Cordell, hopefully, something happens overnight and he comes healthy. I don't have the most faith in Mike Davis, but he's like you said, he's a band-aid. So is you can also look at the Wayne Gallman, who's the other backup out there. They may look to him to give another bigger role. Mike Davis probably a bigger role, but man, they're losing trust in that guy, man. So I mean, he had some years
can't
when
blame
he
him.
was out there. Who was Carolina? He was out there for a little bit, and he's a band-aid. If Cordell isn't playing and there's no one else out there, go ahead and insert Mike Davis to get you a few fantasy points. You know what I mean? To keep it close for you and for this week. So
Yeah, at least get something out of it. James Robinson is back, 100% healthy. Probably have him. I probably got him ranked actually a little bit low, to be honest. But the 49ers defense did play very, very well this past night, or this past week, Monday night. So just hopefully he stays healthy and stay out there. Damien Harris of the Patriots, he's another one that's questionable. And Ramondre Stevenson, uh, he was a beast. If he's back in there, I mean, you can use him anyway as a flex if he's available. Because he'll get enough touches to warrant a flex spot if he's out there.
yeah,
Um, he'll probably get the goal line work. They don't want to bang a guy around with it's on a concussion protocol and tell him to go in there on the 1.5 yard line and bang it in against a 325-pound defensive lineman.
yeah,
That's
yeah,
probably not the best thing to do for him. So he'll probably get the goal line work with DeMondre Stevens. Um, and if Adrian Peterson is ever going to do anything, he's had 2 weeks in a row with he had 21 yards in both games. But if he's got anything left in the tank, you'll see it this week against the
right.
Texans.
Okay.
There's there's a lot of girls that get off the bus down the street from my house that can run against the Texans. Um, yeah, they could average 4 yards a carry. I'm sure of it. So that's another one. Antonio Gibson is healthy again. So if you kind of went away from him, you got a little bashful. He had a nice game this past weekend, and he looked explosive again for the first time this year. He hasn't had that burst. So you can definitely squeeze him back into your lineup if you want to. Um, and then Chris Carson of Seattle. I'm going to say he's going to be back this week. He may have been released in a few leagues. That's definitely an option out there as well. Um, Other than that, looking ahead to the tight ends, you're gonna have Cole Kmet, I think, against the Raiders. I think he's gonna get in the end zone.
Okay.
If you're looking for somebody to fill in for the bye week, the bye weeks are the Rams and the Broncos.
Mm-hmm.
Pat Freiermuth, if he's still available for the Steelers, Ben Roethlisberger likes throwing to him a lot. And it kind of appears to be, I mean, maybe I'm nuts, that he likes throwing to Freiermuth so much because he doesn't have that big arm anymore.
Yeah.
He seems to have lost that cannon of an arm. And tight end, he gets open in short field quite a bit. He's pretty slippery, and he's giving him a target there that he can get to.
Okay.
Dawson Knox of the Bills, another one. He's been quiet for a while. He's coming off that injury. I think he's back to 100% healthy now. Um, Look for him to get in the end zone, and I think obviously Mike Gesicki of the Dolphins. They're playing the Jets, and the Jets can't get out of their own way.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a few names out there for the on the tight end. Some of them are owned, some of them may not be. Um, Pick and choose, do what you want. I hope there's guys I've marked out there for you, do you a little something. Um, Help you out. We got to get to. It's getting time to start jockeying for playoff position now.
Mm-hmm.
We're down to it's week 11. Um, you want to make sure that you're getting your wins lined up. Hopefully, you can get a first round bye. So you got to squeeze every point out of your lineup.
Yeah,
And
you
that's
do.
the case. If you need to write us, you need to write in, ask questions. I'll put my thinking cap on. I'll do some homework. I'll look things over.
Yeah.
Try to find you the best possible uh, matchups I can for you on your roster, or if you have questions about free agents that you might be available in your league, I'll look up. I'll see who they're playing. I'll give you a fair assessment of what you can expect out of them.
Okay.
So definitely don't be bashful about sending us a letter or an email or whatever it is.
Mm-hmm. All
We're
right.
both. That's why we're here, is to help out.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, there you have it. It's going to be an interesting week of week 11. You know what I mean? With some bye weeks, a lot of guys are still a little bum hitting the injury bug. So we got to dig a little bit deeper in this waiver. I know I will be. I'm still sitting in first place in my league, but I'm digging. I got to dig a little bit deeper this week, Guru. I got to look at some receiver spots there. With Cordell put me in a bind there. So we'll see. There's a couple guys out there I'll keep my eye on before tomorrow night's game, and we'll take it from there, man. Any last words, Guru?
No, just you keep your eyes open on the everyone out there. Keep your eyes open on the injury list and make sure you take it full advantage of. If people are missing, their back, their handcuffs are on the waiver wire, and you need some help, or if you didn't get yours and somebody else is out there, jump on and you get, like I said, you got to squeeze every last point out of your lineup. So don't just think that, I don't need a flex position this week. One loss isn't going to kill me. Well, it might not. It might not keep you out of the playoffs, but it could keep you from having to play the top seed, or it could
Exactly.
keep you from having or not even getting a bye in the first round.
Yeah.
And so
Exactly.
the
Exactly.
idea is to do
Points matter.
yeah, points.
Points matter.
Every single win matters.
Yeah.
So and now's the time to start really knuckling down. The bye weeks, they're not going to be over till week 14.
Yeah.
They're having
Yep.
and that's the first week of the fantasy playoffs.
Yep.
So I
Yep.
mean, you gotta watch what you're doing and make sure you get every win you can. And
Yeah.
hopefully, I'm here for you, and Jay, the warden's here for you also. Do not hesitate to email either one of us or as a group, and we'll let you know what we think.
All
We'll get you
right.
there.
Sounds like a plan to me. Well, that's it for week 11, ladies and gentlemen. We gave you all of our rankings: quarterbacks, receivers, running backs, tight ends, with the bonus content. Make sure you hit that like button. Also, subscribe to our YouTube channel as well, as we give you guys some good information. So we're gonna call it a night. Good luck to everyone out there, and we'll see you next week for week 12.
Well, we need you to like, share, and subscribe. Share for sure. Get that word out there so we can help as many of your buddies as you can. Just not your league mates, though. All right. You guys have a great night and a great week 11.
All right.